Hi guys, today I have another Project Life video to share with you, and this one is week 5 of my Project Life, and you're going to see me actually write week 4 on this. I realized after I did this, or maybe a couple more layouts, that I had actually forgot that I combined week 1 and 2 together because week 1 was very short and included New Year's and all that. So I went back and fixed them, but that's why my video is going to say 5 and you're going to see me put week 4. But otherwise, everything else is normal and the same. I just fixed it. It was an easy fix. So today I'm just doing two different sides of the page. I'm going to do 1 week is going to be 2 pages, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And first I'm going to try to put these, or I'm going to put these stickers on this pattern paper. And I'm going to end up changing it up I believe pretty much right away. It was just too much. I thought it was too busy on the card, and I want to do something just a little bit different. So you're going to see me fix that in just a little bit. Here's a strip that I pulled off a sheet that I got in a Studio Calico kit. It has a whole bunch of different phrases and things like that, and I think it might be a sticker, but I just glued it down because I have a hard time getting the back off. And then now here I'm just adding a tag. This is a tag that I got from Joann's, I believe, and a little paper clip I got in an old Studio Calico Project Life kit. And I'm going to add that white and brown twine to the tag, just because I can't leave a tag without some twine. And here you're going to see me actually messing with kind of where the card layout is and everything like that. Like I said, I didn't like that pattern paper. One, because I thought it was busy, and two, because I didn't like that heaviness in the top right hand corner and I wanted to kind of move it around. So I'm going to try a couple different things, but ultimately what I want to do is get this washi tape as a background, because I thought putting the white thickers on the white background was just going to be too mixy and matchy, and you wouldn't be able to see it very much. So I'm going to take the washi tape here and put it on just a piece of cardstock, and then I'm going to trim it out to a square, and then I'm going to mount those thickers on top of that. I seem to use mostly washi tape when I'm doing my Project Life layouts, so I try to use it as much as possible because I have a lot of it, too much, and it seems like it never ever ends. So the more I can use it, the more I feel like it was a good buy. So here you're just going to see me moving those stickers from the one page to the other. And these stickers, I don't remember the name of them, but they are awesome. They're like these rubbery raised stickers. They're really cool. They're probably one of my favorites, and I've been kind of hoarding them and not wanting to use them, but I end up using them right there. I'm going to add this cork triangle. I believe these cork pieces were from Target Dollar Spot, and I just added there for a little added texture. And then later on, I'm going to embellish the card a little bit further, but right now I'm going to move on. Here, this is a vellum die cut that says, "My heart is full." Oh, sorry. That was a weird title thing there, my video transition. But "My heart is full" is from, what is it? The Becky Higgins Project Life. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not Becky Higgins, but, oh, what is her name? Maggie Holmes, that's what it is. One of the Maggie Holmes collections. It was a Scraptastic kit that I got, a January Scraptastic kit, and I just added that on with my tiny attacher, my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And then here's that tag. I'm just journaling on that and affixing it down to that one card. And that arrow is pointing to the picture of my father-in-law. We had went there for dinner, and I just kind of took like a candid shot of him. And here I'm just adding some more journaling. I added that little arrow because it is the journaling regarding the picture that's below. My daughter and her friend and my friend and I all went to have a frozen lunch, and it was so cool. It had little tea cakes and little salads and just like these grapes that were covered in sugar, made them look like they were frozen. And Anna and Elsa were there, and they sang, and they got pictures taken with them. It was so cool. It was like going to like some celebrity thing. My daughter was so excited. Now I'm moving on to another card. This is going to be a week in review card. I'm using a stamp. I believe it is from Ali Edwards. I'm stamping week with that Stampin' Up! Ink, and I'm adding in with these Jelly Bean Soup alphas, and they're little tiny alphas. I need to get more of these. This is like the perfect size for Project Life, and they're kind of a wood grain look to them. I really like them, and I like how they're square. Definitely need to get more of those. And here I'm just adding review with these stickers here. And I think these are from, who is this from? This might be Jelly Bean Soup too. I can't quite remember. It was one of the sticker sheets. It came in a 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I just cut it in half so it would fit in my thicker storage. But it has all different kinds of alphas with different colors on it, and I really like this set. Another good one for Studio Calico. Another good one for Project Life. So here I'm just going to journal on this card a little bit about the whole entire week. I didn't have a lot of pictures, so I kind of had to fill in a lot of the spaces with either cards with pictures on them or a lot of extra journaling. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to look around and see what else I can put on. And I'm going to add this orange kind of chevron shape. I got this also in a Studio Calico, or I keep saying Studio Calico, I'm sorry, a Scraptastic kit from January. And that love came also in the Scraptastic kit. And I added that picture of my father-in-law. These rub-ons came in a Scraptastic This Life Noted kit. It was a grab bag kit that I got over the Christmas holidays, and these rub-ons are fantastic, and I'm pretty sure I talked about these in another video. I'm not sure who makes them, but they are fabulous. All I did was have to rub them down with my fingernail and they stuck. So awesome, awesome product. And then I just added that little half circle, and that was just from another piece that I cut earlier, and it was just laying around, and that blue kind of brought the blue up to the top right-hand corner of the page. And here I'm going to outline all the cards, and on this one I added a little bit of faux stitching around it, and I'm going to outline all the rest of the cards with this black ink, and it's going to fast forward so you don't have to watch me do this to all the cards, but I did it to them all using the Sharpie marker. And then next we're going to move on to page 2. So this is the right hand side, and I'm going to use a lot of the elements that I used on the left hand side on this side just to tie the two pages together because it is the same week. These are some more Maggie Holmes vellum phrases and stickers and things like that I made using my Xyron adhesive maker. And so I'm just going to add those on to this, and I think the color works perfectly with the orange and peachish orange in the kit, or on those cards, those Project Life cards. And now I'm going to use that stamp that came in that same Scraptastic This Life Noted kit using StazOn ink, and I'm going to stamp it on my picture of my daughter. And it's not going to stamp real well the first time, but the nice thing about the clear stamps is that you can stamp them again and usually match up pretty perfectly. But you're going to see my head in the way, so I apologize for that in advance. I'm going to ink that up and then stamp it again, but I really wanted to get over it to make sure I got it correctly and didn't do a funky stamping. And I'm just going to clean that off with some StazOn cleaner and a baby wipe. And I heard that StazOn cleaner is really bad for your clear stamps. So I need to find a cleaner that removes StazOn that's supposed to be okay for the clear stamps. Now I'm just going to take another stamp from the stamp set saying love your, and I'm going to stamp on that card right next to the one that I put the frame on. And so I always usually check my stamp to make sure it's going to stamp nicely on a scratched piece of paper just so I don't mess up the cards. I know I have probably 10 bazillion Project Life cards, but I still like to use the scrap paper instead of using the cards themselves. So then I'm going to add this little asterisk, and just to bring that color, that bluish color across the page, I'm going to do a second generation stamping where you stamp off once and then stamp on the second time on the card, and then that way you get a lighter image. I didn't want it to be so bright because I knew I was going to be journaling on that card. And then I'm just going to add spark at the bottom and using a yellow Stampin' Up! Ink. And if you guys have any questions about any of the colors of ink or anything that I use that I don't actually talk about in the video, just let me know. Put a comment below and then I can look that up and find out for you. So there I added another one of those orange chevrons, and that ties in from the left-hand side of the page to the right, and also that cork little triangle. And now I'm looking at the rub-ons, but I don't think I use any more rub-ons. I don't think. So I'm adding this little corrugated potty person here to a picture of one of my scrapbooking layouts. And I'm also going to add some wood veneers here in a little bit too. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to end up using a little hashtag by the little potty girl person. I'm going to use an exclamation point by where I had that cork triangle. And then I'm going to use a dove in that top kind of second to last picture on the top right. So I'm going to mess with this a little bit until I find the wood veneers are going to work for me. And I just glue those down with my dot runner. That dot adhesive seems to work perfectly for these wood veneers. They're so light and it just sticks really nicely. I don't have any problems with them falling off. So for this one, I know I need to pop it up a little bit because that cork has a little bit of a raised surface. So I'm going to put a little bit of pop dot at the top and then just my dot runner at the bottom and to stick that down. And that's a picture of my daughter's writing. I'm just really impressed with how much she's learned this year. And her writing is really good and her spelling is fantastic. She's only 6, so she's just doing really, really awesome. Next, I am putting some washi tape to tie one side of the layout to the other, and I didn't like it on that picture, so I'm going to put it on the cards instead. And that's going to be kind of place to ground some of the other elements that I'm going to put down, and you're going to see that in a couple minutes. So on this one, I'm going to put it in the top and bottom, and then I'm also going to put it on one of the journaling cards over on the left-hand side between the two pictures on the left. And again, this is just to tie the cards into each other, or to tie the two pages together. These are some printables that I got, I believe, from Studio Calico, and they're awesome because you can just print as many as you need. I ended up just punching them with my circle punches, but you can also probably use a print and cut feature if you have a silhouette to get them out. But my punch is actually a little faster than my silhouette when it comes to circles and things like that. I do like to use the print and cut feature though when I'm doing more intricate cuts or some of those pages that are all labels. I like to use the silhouette a little bit better than trying to hand cut them or trying to use punches. So I'm just going to put some journaling down. I'm going to fast forward through that so you don't have to watch me write a bunch of stuff. I'm going to journal on this card too, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I have a couple more things I'm going to do. I'm going to outline some things on the cards and things like that. But real quick before the video ends, I did want to, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about this one. I'm actually going to take that Polaroid frame, and I thought that one, Love Your Spark, looked a little blank. So I'm going to put some ink down on the Polaroid frame, but I'm going to wipe it off of everything except the middle square and just stamp that middle square. So this is just an example of how you can use your stamps more fully. Instead of just using it as the Polaroid, you can just use the middle. So I did want to talk about that real quick. And I think that's it. But anyway, so what I want to say is I want to say thank you guys so much for watching the videos. If you guys have any comments or suggestions about how I am presenting the videos for the Project Life, do you want to see more close-ups of the cards while I'm doing them? Should I zoom in? Just let me know what you think about how that is going. That would be really helpful so I can make sure the videos are what you would like to see. Thank you guys so much, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so and give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye!